Welcome to the training. Let's take a minute to become familiar with how this training is structured. This training has 4 components, represented by 4 doors. The first door is the training base. Clicking on this door takes you through the main content of the training. The Learning Lab encourages you to challenge yourself with interactive activities to enhance your learning. The Browsing Bistro provides additional resources and information. The Test Center is where you'll assess your learning. If you pass the final test with a score of 70% or higher, you'll be able to print your certificate of completion here. You can move through the doors in any order you'd like. The Training Path page gives you a little more information about how you can make this training work with your personal learning style. To help you find the information you need, this training uses navigational buttons or icons, which you'll see on the top of each page. Let's go over how they work. The Home button takes you back to the start of the training. The Telephone button provides information on how you can report suspected child abuse and/or neglect. If you come across a term you're not familiar with, you can click the Glossary button, then the first letter of the term you're interested in. These definitions were provided by the Child Welfare Information Gateway, a service of the U.S. Children's Bureau. If you're having technical difficulties with this training, click on the question mark button. There you'll see the browser requirements for this training. You can also send an email to our support team, who will be glad to help you. Clicking on the Door button returns you to the 4-door page at any time. From there, you can move easily between the Training Base, Learning Lab, Browsing Bistro, and Test Center. The blue X will close any page or window that's open. You'll also see several other features on each page. Let's look at some of these. The audio play bar is in the upper right. Since much of the content for this training is narrated, it's important to click the arrow to listen whenever you see a play bar. Click again to pause the narration if you'd like. If you prefer to use closed captioning, click this button to see a written version of the narration. Some trainings provide additional information that you may find helpful. The tip icon indicates a piece of practical advice you may find useful. The resource icon directs you to additional information or services. On many pages, you'll see a source button on the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Click that button to see references and citations. Click the X to close the window when you're done. The forward arrow on the right-hand side of your screen takes you to the next page of your training. If you want to go back, click the back arrow on the left-hand side of your screen. The progress bar at the bottom of the page will help you track your progress through the training. The big bubbles represent the 4 doors: the Training Base, Learning Lab, Browsing Bistro, and Test Center. The small bubbles in between represent sections of the training within those doors. You can click on a bubble to move between sections or between doors. That's what you need to get the most out of this training. Thanks for listening. Now, click the next arrow to get started on your training.